Now, broadcasters on MediaWorks radio station Today FM let rip just before abruptly being pulled off air, as staff have been told they have the end of the day until it's confirmed they have lost their jobs. A station-wide meeting happened this morning and we're told the board is proposing to shut the station down and they're open to submissions from staff until close of business. The station's head of news, Dallas Gurney, recently left after being hired to launch the new outlet, attracting well-known broadcasters including Duncan Garner and Tova O'Brien. This morning, O'Brien went into the studio after a meeting with the acting chief executive, Wendy Palmer, and with other members of the newsroom. After that meeting, she went into Duncan Garner's show. This was just before they were told to go to music and abandon scheduled programming.
We haven't been given a chance. We've been on air for just a year. We were told that we had the support of everyone, from the chief executive through to the board, through to the executive, and they have f***ed us.
We spoke to producer of Today FM's morning show, Tom Day, who says staff are frustrated and feel betrayed.
We've just walked out of a meeting now, which was held between Today FM employees, the acting CEO, Wendy Palmer, and HR. In that meeting, she told us that the MediaWorks board has submitted a proposal to shut down Today FM, that we have until the end of the day to make submissions. But as you can tell by that, it's pretty much a done deal.
What else was said in the meeting?
There were a number of conversations. Employees were extremely frustrated. We feel like we've been let down by MediaWorks. This feels like a complete betrayal. MediaWorks told us that this would be, Today FM was a 5-year plan, and we've only just made it over a year. So we feel pretty gutted, pretty let down.
That was producer at Today FM, Tom Day, and RNZ's Mediawatch's Colin Peacock joins us now to discuss this. Kia ora, Colin. Goodness me, what a morning for those employees. What has led to this?
You have to go all the way back to the launch of Today FM. It was just over a year ago. That was MediaWorks' pretty bold and expensive bid to compete in talk radio with the kind of market leader in commercial terms, News Talk ZB. So they spent a reported $6 to $9 million setting it up to replace its previous brand, Magic Talk. But they also had to build their own news operation because they sold the News Hub side of the business and their TV channels to Discovery in 2021. So the chief executive, Cam Wallace of MediaWorks, gave the station his personal backing. They appointed Dallas Gurney, who you mentioned earlier, to be the director of news and talk. The ratings didn't work out, bluntly, over the past year. And within the past month, both Cam Wallace and Dallas Gurney have left. So that left the station really without support, without an ally, and a new regime that seems determined to cut costs. And of course, they still have their biggest owner is a private equity fund based in California, which won't want to wear losses on something like that for very long.
So essentially jumping a sinking ship there, Colin. So what now, and what have we heard from Today FM?
Well, very little from MediaWorks itself. There has been a statement issued in the name of the interim chief executive, Wendy Palmer. Just says this morning at the MediaWorks board's request, we've taken Today FM off the air while we consult with the team. I believe it's just come back on in the last few minutes while we've been on air with their afternoon hosts, Mark Richardson and Leah Panapa. But they say it's a difficult time. Our priority is sorting this out with our team, working through the process. I've seen reports that there's to be a further meeting with key staff, but I don't quite know when, and I couldn't confirm that was taking place. But there's also been social media comment by another MediaWorks staffer saying that Wendy Palmer, the chief executive, interim boss, would not have taken the role, she told staff, if she'd known how bad the financial position of MediaWorks was. So she has a track record at MediaWorks' more successful talk radio rival NZME. She arrived there in 2019 with a remit to build a new strategy for radio and a commercial team to hit new goals and reset. So I guess as an interim boss, she's going to have to do that again. Because you can't do nothing with a precious frequency like that. You can't just play music. But it seems like listening to Tom Day there and others, they've really burned bridges with their staff. So there will be fallout from this that will be financial as well. Like unpicking some of those employment arrangements will be expensive. So a lot to sort out.
Absolutely. Thanks, Colin. As always, that is RNZ's MediaWatch's Colin Peacock.